Sign 1. They look at you. It sounds so simple, but it's true. If they give their full attention when you're talking, or if you catch them stealing glances towards you, it's a pretty telling sign that they might love you. They take pleasure in looking at the object of their affection and will try to sneak in as many glances at you as they possibly can. After all, you wouldn't want to be staring at something you hated, would you? Sign 2. They give lots of physical affection. This one may seem obvious, but it's not just about the sexually charged touches. Simple touches like hand-holding, or even a slight brush of their hand across yours can signal that they crave your touch and will take any chances to do so. Your special someone wants to touch you as much as they can. Kisses, caresses, and embraces, any physical touches that give them pleasure. Sign 3. They'd rather call than text. We live in a fast-paced world where the sooner we can get something across, the better. Because of that, we tend to prefer quick methods of communication, like texting. It can be done quickly and read at a glance without taking too much of your time. Taking a call, on the other hand, is almost the opposite of that. Calling means taking the time to listen to the person talking, often at the expense of doing something else. If your special someone always insists that they'd rather call you, that might be a sign that they love you. It means that they want to take the time to listen to your voice and truly spend the time listening to what you have to say. Sign 4. They truly listen. If they're always giving you their full attention when you talk, that's a pretty big sign that they care about and love you. It's not just hearing your words either, but truly listening. They chime in at appropriate moments and not at just the right time. You'll probably know that they're truly listening because it's such a joy to talk to them. They do this because they enjoy your company and can absorb everything you're saying. It doesn't matter if you're just prattling on about your beloved cat's antics or talking about your beliefs and philosophies. They're going to hang on to every single word you say. Without knowing, you might have been talking for hours about anything and everything because you know they're really listening. Sign 5. They will pay attention to the little things. If you are the love in someone else's life, they will dedicate a big chunk of their time paying attention to you and remembering the smallest of details. It's not just remembering birthdays or anniversaries either. They might remember the day you bought that pastry you really liked, so they'll buy you that pastry again. They might remember that you don't like bananas, so they stopped eating bananas around you. They'll notice the small habits that you might not notice yourself. Like how they'll offhandedly mention that they like how your eyebrows scrunch together when you wash the dishes, or that you tap your pencil a certain way when you're writing something down. They notice these small things because they want to know as much about you as they can about the person they love. Sign 6. They take every chance they can to see you. You randomly mention to your special someone that you're craving this specific food from the restaurant across town. Next thing you know, they're in front of your door holding a takeaway bag of the exact thing you almost offhandedly mentioned. You know they don't live anywhere close to you or the restaurant, and yet they're there anyway. This means that, no matter the inconvenience, they're going to go through all that just so that they can spend some time with you. To them, the inconvenience is nothing if they get to spend some time with the person that they love. Sign 7. They take care of you. There's nothing that screams of obvious romantic feeling than the act of taking care of the ones you love. It can be as simple as buying you chocolate when you're feeling down, or even taking care of you when you're feeling very sick. But it's not just the physical things they'll care of. They'll also listen to your woes and try to ease your problems however they can. They'll be there for you at your lowest, not just your highest. Sign 8. They respect your views. Unwanted attention or behavior can in extreme circumstances be obsessive or abusive if done excessively. A person who truly loves you, on the other hand, respects you as an individual and that you may need to do certain things by yourself. A person who loves you will never try to change or control the core that makes you, well, you. They might make certain suggestions or advice if they see something they're not 100% on board with, like suggesting decreasing some unhealthy behaviors. But they will never force you to be one way or another. It doesn't mean that the two of you have to agree on every single thing, but it does mean that you have to be open enough to accept each other's perspectives. They don't say opposites attract for nothing. Sign 9. They often bring up shared memories. If they often start a conversation with, "Remember when?" or something along that line, it's pretty likely that they love you. They might even remember something that you don't necessarily recall. When they remember these memories and want to talk to you about them, it means that you are a primary force in their mind. They might even suggest activities that will allow them to spend more time with you and create new precious memories. It can be a simple picnic to gaze at the stars or an extravagant trip around the world. The more memories you two have, the better. Sign 10. They say, "I love you." Yes, I know. This one is a bit obtuse. At the end of the day, however, the best way to know if someone loves you is when they tell you they love you. We, unfortunately, don't know how to read minds. Though the previous points are good signs that someone loves you, there's no clearer sign that someone loves you than by them saying the 3 special words. I love you. The thing is, it feels great to tell someone you love them. Because of that, you'd find ways to tell them whenever you can. If you and your special someone shows many of the signs we discussed, but aren't at the point where you're saying I love you, it might be time to talk about your relationship. Love is difficult, complicated, yet one of the best things that can happen to you. It can be hard to tell if someone loves you, but these 10 signs might help you figure things out. Now, they don't have to exhibit all 10 signs, but if they do a majority of them, there's a pretty good chance that they love you, even if they can't say it to you just yet. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos about love and much more. Check out this playlist of our top 10 videos of psychology tips. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.